question, it is very easy peasy and lemon squeezy. Okay, so you see, we know in case of the binomial expansions, we can find any term using our this combination uh, equation. For example, we have this C, and we need to find ninth term out of this actually the power 30. So then in that case, the first term, which is 1, that will have a power of 30 minus 9, and the second one that will have x power 9. Isn't it? Because we are using our this formula, that the combination of r and n, then the first number, it was, for example, x power n minus r and y power r, isn't it? So this will be the term that will have the x power 9 term. The second one that would have this situation, so you can also write it in this way, that the 30 and 10, and both are actually the same things, combination terms. So 1 power 30 minus 10, and then x power 10, isn't it? So now here we can see that 1 power anything is 1, and this combination that can be written as the 30 factorial divided by 9 factorial and 30 minus 9 factorial. So 39 minus 9 factorial is 21 factorial, isn't it? So then x power 9. Now here we have 30 factorial, then we do have 10 factorial and 20 factorial, isn't it? And here we have x power 10. So we can actually see here that this is the coefficient of x power 9, and here this is the coefficient of x power 10. So then before actually solving it in further to get a one particular number, what we do, we can just simply divide them, meaning that we will say that the 30 factorial divided by 9 factorial times 21 factorial. Okay, so here they say the p is x power 9, and we need to find q over p, then it means that what we in fact needs to do, that this situation will be like that the 30 factorial divided by 10 factorial and 21 factorial divided by this. Now we can actually write it in this way, the 30 factorial divided by 10 factorial, 21 factorial times what? 9 factorial, 20 factorial, 9 factorial, and 21 factorial, and this is the 20 factorial, isn't it? This should be 20 factorial over here. Okay, divided by again 30 factorial. Now you can very easily solve it even without the calculator. This 30 gone with the 30, this is the 20, and we will left only here 21, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is the 10, and this 9 will actually cancel out, and we will left only with the 10. So answer is 21 divided by 10, meaning our answer is 2.1, isn't it? Isn't it, Hope?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. So this is our final answer. Okay, so then let's move to the next question. Let's see that what we do have in the next one. So next questions are a little bit tricky. For an example, that we do have a question that our expansion is like, for an example, that we do have 1 minus x divided by 4, and then here a power is 10. Okay, so what we need to find, our task is that we need to find an estimate. What we want to do, the estimate the value. Alhamdulillah.
Brushing.
Thank you. Value of 0.975 and power 10. For example, this is our question, that here this is the exponent, and then we actually need to find, we need to estimate the value of this number 0.975 and power of 10. Okay, uh, how we can do this one, and when we will be doing this, and there will be another very important information that we need to keep in mind, that our answer should be up till 4 decimal points. Okay, 4 decimal points. Okay, let's see how we can solve this question. Okay, so our this exponent is 1 minus x divided by 4, and then we will actually write it in sorry, 10 power is power 10, and we will expand it. And when we will be expanding, the first term will be simply 1, isn't it? Because this first term is that 10 to 10, and then 1 power 10, and the next term which will multiply with it, and x power 4 power 0, it will be 0, isn't it? Sorry, this is not 10 with 10, this is 0, this is a zeroth term, because this power is 0, this is zeroth order term. Okay, so in that case, this is 1, and this is 1, this is 1. Everything is 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Now the next term will be negative term. Okay. Here we do have a negative. First term positive, negative, positive, negative. Every, actually the even term will be positive, and every odd term will be negative here. Okay. Mm. Now here the next term, that will be our, for example, 10 to 1, and here 1 will be 1, of course, any power of 1 will be 1, then x divided by 4 and its power 1. Next term will be plus term, because this negative term is going to have square, meaning x square divided by 16. Then the next term will be negative, and 10 to 3, and over here it will be x cube divided by 64, 4 power 3. And then there will be other terms, and total terms will be 11 terms in this expansion. But our answer, that we want to find the answer in up to 4 decimal points. If we want to find the answer up to 4 decimal points, then it means that what we will do, we will actually have only first 4 terms, because we know that there is actually the division when we will be putting the this x term, and we want to find a very small number which is 0.975, and with the increase in the number of term, the decimal point will also go further. So we can keep up till first four terms. Now what we want to see, we want to actually find 0.975 power 10. So it means that what we would say that this is actually, if in this form, 1 minus x power 4 power 10. This means that in principle 1 minus x over 4, that is equal to 0.975, isn't it?
Mhm.
So from here we can find the value of x, and x is equal to, so x over 4, that will be equal to 1 minus 0.975, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So then x is equal to 4 times 0.025, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this means x is equal to 0.1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Okay, good. Now, what we will do, we will actually put these values back in our actually this relation that we actually found here. Then it means we will have a 0.975 power 10 is equal to 1 minus. So this will be 10 factorial divided by 1 factorial is 1, and 10 minus 1 factorial is a 9 factorial, and x is equal to 0.1 divided by 4, isn't it? And then plus again 10 factorial divided by 2 factorial, and 10 minus 2 is 8 factorial, isn't it? And
Yeah.
0.1 square is 0.01. You see, now we are going to the next number and divided by 16, and then minus again 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 7 factorial, and times x cube 0.001 and divided by 64. Okay, and the next terms we will ignore. Why? Because those will be even smaller terms. They will not actually change our answer quite much up till 4 decimal points. Now you can solve it and find the number. So this is 1 minus 10 factorial divided by 9 factorial, answer is 10. So 10 times 0.1 over 4, answer is 1 over 4, isn't it? So plus, so this will be 9 times 10 and divided by 2, 9 times 5. 9 times 5 is 45, isn't it? Times 0.01 divided by 16. Oh, we actually missed here. Oh, no, 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 that's fine. That's fine. Minus. So this one is 7. If we will have this 7 factorial, so we left with 8 times 9 times 10, and we have a 3 here, and 0.001 divided by 64. So now you can use the calculator. So here we left with the 3, and we can sum them up, then our answer will be over there. So can you use the calculator? Here we do have 0. Okay, so 1 minus 0.25, and this number, can you find them?
Mm. I'm gonna need a
So
calculator.
plus 0.0281. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will not take the next number. Okay, so first minus plus, and this term is again negative. So this is going to be 30 times 8 divided by 64, and then times it with the 0.001, and our answer is 0038. The next number is 0038. So 0.0038. So we will take only
Yeah.
4 numbers. Okay. What is the answer?
Okay. 1 minus 2. I got 0.7743.
Uh, Power 10. What you get? 0.77.
Yeah, 0.7743.
Okay. So our answer here is 0.7743. That if you use the calculator and put this number, that number actually comes out 0.7763. Okay, that what the calculator gives us. So this is only the very little difference that we got. Okay, so then now you actually know that how to solve these kind of questions. So what I do, I actually solve one more question for you, and then we can solve, you can solve actually these questions yourself, isn't it? Okay, let me get one question. So this time we actually take, for example, a bigger number. Bigger number means that what we do have, we have the the 2 plus x divided by 5, and its power is 10, and we need to find 2.1 power 10. Okay, and again, let's say in this question, actually, they don't mention that how many decimal points you should find. So then we will actually again keep up till only first 4 terms. Okay. Okay. So let's start. How we can do this? How we can solve it? So we have a 2 plus x divided by 5, and its power is 10. And now you see here we do have a plus sign, and this number is larger than 1. So we have to take care of it. Okay. And then the first term, that will be 2 power 10, isn't it? 2 power 10. So now you see, when we will have this kind of a situation, our actually, you can say, the solution will be little bit difficult, because we will be actually also having this 2 with the power of getting a bigger number. So what we can do, we can just take 2 power 10 out from this, actually, the, you can say, our this binomial expansion term. So then we will get 1 plus x over 10, isn't it? And this is going to be x power, the whole power is 10, isn't it, Hope? Can we not write it like that? Now our situation will be quite much easy, and we can solve it in the following way, that the 2 power 10 it's common, and then we will have a 1 plus, and all terms will be plus, and this is 10 factorial divided by 2 factorial, because this is our so this is our first term, because first one is the 0 order, first order 1 and 9 factorial, and x divided by 10, isn't it? Then the next power is x, and again 10 factorial divided by 2 factorial and 8 factorial times x square divided by 100, and now the fourth term is again 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 7 factorial and times x cube divided by 1000, isn't it? And plus the higher order terms. And why we are ignoring higher order terms? Because the number will be very, very small over there. Okay, so now we have here the 20, sorry, this is not 20, this is 2. So the 2 power 10, and then 1 plus, of course, this is 10, and x divided by 10, plus we will have 45, 45 x square divided by 100. This should be 100 because 10 square, the 100. Then plus, so this is going to be 8 times 9 times 10, and 8, 9 and 3 will be cancelled, and we will have 3, 240, isn't it? 240 x cube divided by 1000 plus higher order terms, isn't it? So this will be 240, isn't it? Because this will be 8 times 9 times 10 divided by 3 will cancel with this 3, will make it 3. 8 times 3 is 24 and 240, isn't it?
What does
Yes.
it say after the 2 on the top line?
After the 2
Yeah.
here,
No, across to the left.
this question you mean?
No, below that. A bit
Here?
more to the right.
Here? You mean here?
To the right.
To the right.
Yeah,
So
that
right,
one.
this one.
Yeah.
This is actually the 2 because we wrote it 20. So it is 2 actually, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. So we wrote it 20. So 2 power 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is it clear now? Now you see that we can actually do a lot of work. We have to actually do it without calculator, because otherwise you can simply find this answer using the calculator. So now we can do a lot of work, and x plus x plus 0.45 x square plus 0.240 x cube and the higher order terms, isn't it? Okay, now we need to find the value of x. How we will, how we can actually find the value of x? That we know that what we want to do, we want to actually calculate 2.1 power 3. It means 2 plus x divided by 5, that we consider that it is 2.1. Then it means x divided by 5 is equal to 0.1, isn't it, Hope?
Mm.
Okay, and it means x is equal to 0.5, isn't it? Isn't it, Hope?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so now we can actually say that this is going to be 2.1 and power 10, and that is 2 power 10 is equal to 1 plus 0.5 plus 0.45 times 0.25, isn't it? Then plus 0.240 times 0.125 plus so on to the higher order numbers, isn't it, Hope?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can add them up and you can get your answer. Is it clear, Hope, now?
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Do you want me to do one more question for you, or you are ready to solve a question?
I think one more question would be good.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Okay,
Mhm.
no problem. Okay, so let's go